Stoicism is a school of philosophy dating back to the 3rd century BCE. Founded by Zeno of Citium, the philosophy soon grew to include some of the most influential thinkers of the Greek and Roman era. The Stoic philosophers teach that happiness and fulfillment can be achieved by refusing to be influenced by desire, societal pressures, or anything outside your control. Stoicism is about accepting moments as they arise, and the power of logical thinking. Below you'll find a list of the best Stoicism quotes. These quotes come from various Stoic philosophers, including the 3 most influential: Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism is still a thriving philosophy today. If you're curious about what it is and how to incorporate it into your daily life, these quotes are the perfect place to start. Before we continue, check your channel subscription. It is very important that you are subscribed. Click Be a Member to support us and encourage us to make more videos. Seneca's many writings include Letters from a Stoic, On the Shortness of Life, and Letters to Lucilius, to name only a few. Below you'll find a sampling of his most inspiring, thought-provoking, and influential quotes about Stoicism, drawn from across his body of work. 1. The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. You are arranging what lies in fortune's control and abandoning what lies in yours. What are you looking at? To what goal are you straining? The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. From On the Shortness of Life. 2. For those who follow nature, everything is easy and straightforward, whereas for those who fight against her, life is just like rowing against the stream. From Letters from a Stoic. 3. Floods will rob us of one thing, fire of another. These are conditions of our existence which we cannot change. What we can do is adopt a noble spirit, such a spirit that befits a good person, so that we may bear up bravely under all that fortune sends use and bring our wills into tune with nature's. 4. No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have, and to cheerfully put to good use what they do have. From Moral Letters. 5. Let us meet with bravery whatever may befall us. Let us never feel a shudder at the thought of being wounded, or of being made a prisoner, or of poverty or persecution. From Letters from a Stoic. 6. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. From Letters from a Stoic. 7. We should always be asking ourselves, is this something that is or is not in my control? From Enquiry. 8. But for me every omen is favorable, for I want it to be so. For whatever may come about, it is within my power to derive benefit from it. From Enquiry 9. Curb your desire. Don't set your heart on so many things, and you will get what you need. From the Discourses. 10. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. From Enchiridion. 11. It's something like going on an ocean voyage. What can I do? Pick the captain, the boat, the date, and the best time to sail. But then a storm hits. What are my options? I do the only thing I am in a position to do: drown. But fearlessly, without bawling or crying out to God, because I know that what is born must also die. From the Discourses. 12. When someone is properly grounded in life, they shouldn't have to look outside themselves for approval. From the Discourses. 13. Just keep in mind, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. From the Discourses. 14. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Where then do I look for good and evil? Not to uncontrollable externals, but within myself, to the choices that are my own. From the Discourses. 15. In each action that you undertake, consider what comes before and what follows after, and only then proceed to the action itself. from the Discourses. 16. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, from Meditations. 17. If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it, and it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now, from Meditations. 18. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think, from Meditations. 19. Today I escaped anxiety. Or no, I discarded it, because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside, from Meditations. 20. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength, from Meditations. 21. It's time you realize that you have something in you more powerful and miraculous than the things that affect you and make you dance like a puppet, from Meditations 22. The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think, or do, only what you do. Not to be distracted by their darkness, to run straight for the finish line unswerving, from Meditations 23. Whatever happens to you has been waiting to happen since the beginning of time. The twining strands of fate wove both of them together, from Meditations 24. Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been, from Meditations 25. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one, from Meditations. 6. Should you study logic? We may agree on the basic principles we must follow, but we may interpret them incorrectly unless we apply logic. If we don't know logic, we will confuse ourselves and others. Logic also helps us to choose the correct doctrine that we should follow. In fact, logic is needed even to know if logic is needed. We should study logic and guard ourselves against inconsistencies. 7. Should you be faithful? We are born to be faithful. We compromise our humanity when we are not faithful. We have different roles to play: father, son, daughter, friend, etc. Play these roles fully and faithfully. Be a true friend. 8. Should you develop habits to fight impressions? When you repeat a behavior, it becomes a habit. Because our behavior is the result of impressions, false impressions mislead us and take us away from pursuing the good life. The best way to fight false impressions is to form habits that will fight them. 9. Should you seek recommendations from others or show yourself worthy? If you want a knowledgeable person to talk to you, show yourself to be worthy of his or her time. Don't seek recommendations from others. 10. Should you be skillful in your dealings? If you want to change people, don't be brash. Learn how to point out their contradictions skillfully. Be aware of what is truly important. Don't be distracted by faculties that may be useful otherwise, but not important in a given context.